Good night, good night. Coming up, guys. Coming up, coming up.
What's my big friend? Happy birthday.
We're not hearing a sound in our background. As I come on and tap up the screen by supporting the channel. Come on, let me do something. I hear one labor right man. No go play it for now. I want you to hear Angela. I can play Angela Brownberg first. And I want you to listen to this and tell me what you think.
National Park in Media Unit.
Our
Home is
princess
not a big
Trams.
one. And this practice of the government of dehumanizing individuals by placking their homes is just not right. So today I am condemning this practice of affixing permanent plaques bearing the Prime Minister's
Hi,
name
Oni, good
to
night.
houses built under the new Hope social housing program. Honestly, this dehumanizing act that trades the dignity of poor Jamaicans for political promotion is just really wrong.
You're wrong, man.
Every Jamaican
It's wrong.
deserves a safe roof over their head. Yes. But no Jamaican should have to pay for that roof with their privacy and dignity. A home is a place of refuge, pride, and peace. It is not and should never be a billboard. Yet that is exactly what this government has turned these homes into. A permanent advertisement announcing that the people inside
Good night,
were
Montgomery.
once in need. What a shame.
Shame, man.
When you put one person's name on a house that is actually paid for by all of us, you send a dangerous message. You tell struggling families that they should be personally grateful to an individual instead of being assured of their right as citizens. Worse, you mark them. You expose vulnerable mothers, children, and elders to stigma and public scrutiny for the rest of their lives. That is not social protection.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is branding, political branding.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm or check us out on Facebook at Jamaica PNP.
This one of the best. I want to hear it. I want to hear. But one labor right one come out and say tonight in regards to this. The man I see the image, make I show you the image where me never even know say them are sitting up going in our country. If Angela Brown Burton really highlighted, I would never even notice it, you know. I would even know that this was happening. I think let me see. Jamaica Observer, I think, put it out. Hold on. Hold on. The man named the pan something pan the house them. Like a fee money take bill them. So I don't know how I never screenshot or something, you know. I tell myself every time I find something I need to talk about. I must left it, I always not remember. And when I'm ready to find it now, I'm not finding it. You want to show now what Andrew do in our country. Can't even find about this something, you know. Could have beat myself up when I screenshot it. Maureen, good night. I don't know how I never. If you want to be a dictator, Nadi, good night. Yeah. I soon find you and show no man. The man put you up to the government of Jamaica with a name pan it. We need to demonstrate against it. Because this is absolutely, it is absolutely wrong. It's wrong. I soon find it. Time to find him here. Hi Vincent, good night. How you doing? Wrong. Wrong. Oh, I listen to Luton cousin.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Listen about the house them now.
We're deeply concerned by the recent utterances by the government, seemingly suggesting that modular homes cannot be delivered to the people in Western Jamaica because of land tenure issues. This is not a new issue. We have been raising this concern for months.
So that's why they
The
never want to give
government
people them
is
nothing.
simply not listening, has not listened, and is most
Glad
uncaring.
you're okay. Okay.
It is time for action. Modular homes are chattel. They can easily be affixed to any property. We can solve this problem by engaging the justices
So
of
after
the
they
peace
say them
in
are give them
each
a house, now they
respective
must say
communities
because
to
the,
confirm
you never say
that
some
the
of it out.
residents who are affected
They all
are
the
indeed
all
legitimate
Desmond come out and
beneficiaries.
say are the
Let's
municipal
stop
are the
beating around the
problem.
bush.
Jesus
It's time
Christ.
to deliver to the people. The hurricane season is upon us. And the longer we delay, the longer we take to deliver the homes, we leave our people exposed. Now is not the time for bureaucracy and red tape
Killer
and for
Gaming, good
rigidity.
night.
We need to ensure that the people who are most exposed are protected and secured in the peak of another hurricane season.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm.
No.
Or
Wanna see how them people are unjust? Wanna see how they unjust? No, you got hear so they can't give the people them the home because they own them. The people them not have a land to put their home on. Then, I'm Mr. Ricky, what name? Dean, good night. Hey, them people are sample, you know. You know, so them people are sample though. Them people are sample. Now them have something different. No, man. Something wrong.
visit. The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The revelations at Wednesday's meeting of the Public Accounts Committee
Listen to this.
regarding the Support Jamaica website are deeply
Wanna
concerning
listen this. Listen
and
this.
raise serious questions about governance, cybersecurity,
Thank you, Andrew.
data protection, and accountability. The committee learned that the platform created after Hurricane Melissa to provide relief information and facilitate donations is not owned by the government of Jamaica.
Hear this. Wanna hear
By
this.
February 2026, approximately 1.4 billion had been donated through the platform. The committee was also informed that the private entity
Wanna hear them,
that
I think, yeah.
developed the website retains ownership and has access to donor information. Even more concerning is that the committee learned that assurances previously published on the ODPEM website regarding data protection compliance, the appointment of a data protection officer,
what going in our country?
and privacy safeguards were not accurate.
What not
The
accurate?
Auditor General's report further indicated that information provided to the public regarding data privacy, access to donor information, and related safeguards could not be substantiated. This raises serious concerns about public trust. Jamaicans must be able to rely on official government platforms to provide accurate information and to ensure that
We know
their
so them a
personal
liar.
data and contributions are properly protected. The situation also raised a fundamental question. Why was a platform of such national importance and sensitivity not developed, owned, and managed by government employed
I said they
technology
want to say people them with
professionals
we
from
thief
the
out
outset?
the money and that them a come up
If the
with.
government does not have the internal capacity to design and
You
secure
not get
a
none,
platform of
Wilson.
this nature, that
Wow.
represents a significant gap that must be urgently addressed. I'm therefore calling upon the government, the Office of the Prime Minister, ODPEM, and the ministry responsible for digital transformation to urgently
Audrey Marks
resolve the
responsible for
outstanding
she too
issues
busy for tell
relating
lie.
to ownership, data protection, access controls, cybersecurity safeguards, and accountability.
When I listen to this today, I said, no man, we're
The
going to share this
Jamaican
tonight.
people deserve confidence
Confidence we
that
now get. We
government
now look for now.
digital platforms entrusted with their information and contributions are secure, transparent, and accountable.
Visit our website
Me
at
have no
pnp.org.
expectation of that. Hold on, make a look for the clip itself and
Your GPS navigator expert in radar warning. Download Radar Box.
Funded by the European Union and the Inter-American Development Bank in partnership with the private sector organization of Jamaica.
what Ms. Stewart outlined? If not, we will proceed as she has indicated. For the substantive matter today, the way we'll proceed,
to develop the cybersecurity
Listen to
authority
Ricky,
into a
me.
more robust mechanism covered by legislation.
Well, I carry back
and
later.
with authority similar to
Chairman, I don't know if we could continue the questions. I know
I want to
Dr.
go
was
finding by finding.
finding by finding.
Yeah.
All right. So
Before I
Ask him,
invite Member Hamilton to speak, and P.S. Mead, maybe you can take this. The Auditor General said, as of July 15, 2026, ODPM remains unregistered as a data controller as the Office
Remain
of
unregistered.
Information
Tell you for the machine. That's why the money gone. Mr. Onava, yes, the money for gone. Listen
for
for
the year 25-26 was suspended until further notice. I don't know if you're in a position to comment on that, because it's not specific to ODPM, but it would mean that both in the public and the private sector, entities that would
Gone,
need
the money
to
gone,
register can't register.
Jesus have mercy.
Was there a reason for the suspension?
I
And
honestly,
what is the status
me
of
not think
the
that key for money, you know.
OIC in relation to data protection?
Thank you, Chair. And you're quite correct. It's not unique to ODPEM. In fact, my understanding, and Director General can comment on it, is that his processes are ready for registration once that's done. The Information Commissioner is facing some staffing challenges.
Scammer them,
I'm
Vincent.
assured
Big
that
old scammer
they've
them,
been
man.
making some progress with that.
So listen
that
to
regard.
Ricky, me.
I don't have a specific date, Chair, that I would want to put on record that they'll be ready, but that is something, information I could get updated from the Information Commissioner and provide.
Yes, the committee would want to know what the status is, suspended until what period of time, because, we spent a long time. In fact, in my previous role, it took about 5 years to get this bill passed. And if we are at a situation where organizations cannot register because of staff issues or other issues, we would need to find out what is the time frame to resolve those issues so that the act can take effect. In effect, we are not operating by the act if agencies cannot be registered as data protection under the Data Protection Act. So if you could do your inquiries and report back to the committee, I'd appreciate that.
I saw on the tape, Chair.
Okay. Member Hamilton?
I don't know if you wanted Director General to just comment on his readiness.
Okay, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Listen, man, and understand, sir.
So for members, I'm on key finding number 3 on page 5, and I'm looking at the verification. So it's non-compliance.
Because most people
with the
now
Data
listen to
Protection
something,
Act,
so they
the
don't know
last
clue
paragraph
what we're going.
on the verification. And the process, just for colleagues who may not be aware of how we operate, there's a finding, there's a response from the MDA, and then the Auditor General verifies that response. So I'm looking at the verification of the response from the ODPM. Member Hamilton? Huh? No, we're coming back to 1 and 2. Member Hamilton?
Thank you, Chair. Just to follow on the question you just asked in relation to the Information Commissioner, I would propose that maybe the Information Commissioner provided
Stop, man. Slow
the
down.
response that you're seeking.
Slow down.
Rather than
Imagine and believe. Good night. How you doing,
ministry.
sweet?
I
Well,
don't think it is
directing
the
through-
ministry's responsibility, and the IC would be able to provide proper information or response as to what it is you're asking.
I was really
That it is
asking
in their permit.
through him, not necessarily for him to, not for the PS to provide, but I take the point. We can, the clerk, we could write directly to the Information
I agree with
Commissioner and get that information.
That's in their remit.
Okay, all right, no problem.
There are two questions I have in relation to this.
One said,
And Ramsey, good
well, the
night.
question was asked, where does it fall? And I wasn't sure whether it, Ambassador Mead, whether that, no, the Information Commissioner, whether it fell on the OPM or
It does come under my oversight, Chair, yes.
But still, it is in their remit to respond. You don't have that information as it is.
I do not have the information through the Chair, but the Chair directed it through me because they come under my oversight.
Yeah,
Indeed.
correct.
Yes,
Okay.
It's through you, yes. Yeah.
I have two questions. There was mention made that the agreement with the private entity was a 1-year agreement,
Yes, ma'am.
which means the use of the website is temporary.
It is. So it's a 1-year agreement, and there is the ability to.
Do you want to tell us so we don't have nobody
I
can
wanted
set up
to know
a
whether or not
website?
there's a plan
That's where I forget.
for
People
the
to set up website for
website to be
it?
a
Come on.
permanent national disaster platform.
So what I said, that there is an intent to have a permanent platform of this nature.
But not necessarily this particular website.
Well, to have a website.
You don't answer a question,
just-
good. You don't answer a question,
Because
good.
the issue came up as to the access of the private developer still. I know you have an internal IT person.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
What's that person's role now in relation to this platform, since it is still the private developer that has to make
You
any
don't
changes?
understand
in
them
the
madness,
backend?
sir.
Primarily, for any internal audit procedures, there are also persons in the organization that need to pull particular information for reporting purposes. This person also is the one who would confirm through the user access documentation and give access to, for example, if the Auditor General's Department would have needed access for their audit trail, he's the person who provisions those accounts, and also internally where persons may or may not require access at particular times. It is through his access to the website that he can provision those systems.
Do you have the capacity internally to develop or create such a website?
Negative, ma'am.
One other question, was there any actual data breach, unauthorized access or misuse of any volunteer data or donor data?
To the best of our knowledge, ma'am, no.
All right, thank you.
All right, can we go back to key finding number 1? Before, I know Member Brown has a question, but in the verification, the Auditor General has indicated that ODPM has developed an information system policy and a cybersecurity policy effective June 30th.
You saw everybody at
While I
You say
acknowledge that
Julian
as
Robinson?
equal Is the,
Me, or I support Julian
has
Robinson.
there been
Make a pause this second.
training? Has there been
Me not come in contact with them, but you see Julian Robinson, a lot of people at work, me tell you, Julian Robinson is a class. Julian Robinson is a class. Him not up there rare, but you just look at his demeanor, look at how him come across, look at how him talk, look how him operate. That's them kind of people that me would have put for leader.
sensitization for the policy to be implemented?
You don't know
I know
it.
a policy has been developed as of June 30th, but in terms
Don't
of
marry,
it
yeah man, the
being
man a class
effective
man.
within the organization, can you comment on that?
Actually, just repeat the name of the two policies.
Well, okay, so I'm reading from the brief provided by the Auditor General. It says ODPM developed an information systems user policy and a cybersecurity policy, both
And he
taking
never
effect
run
on
down for
June
leadership, you know.
30th,
Just like Mark
2026.
Golden never run down for leadership.
Do you want to see your house or any other
Just like Mark, Julian, I think a lot of people now observe that Julian Robinson is in a class by himself. He's in a class, but you never hear him name and no mix up, nothing at all. You never hear him get nothing from IC for no this and them something. Are these things you have to watch the people? When you not choose a leader, you have to look for some quality in your own not choose. See the problem we're in now in Jamaica? One Clark's Carsey.
place through satellites outside.
For those policies. But more broadly speaking, around the data protection matters, we have had a series of training sessions to include those for the privacy champions and other staff, indicating, what the policies are and how to cause our governance over certain IS privacy matters.
I'm particularly interested in the cybersecurity part
Yeah,
because
but want to hear the
I think I
cybersecurity
saw a
part too.
report recently about the number of attacks that have been directed at Jamaican government websites. And this would
I
be
want shoot them
one
though.
that would be near the top of the list because it would have names of individuals and organizations who would have donated money. So I'm particularly interested in what you're doing on the cybersecurity side, acknowledging that you still have an arrangement with a private developer, but what, from your perspective, what is being done to ensure that the policy which has been developed... What, sorry?
The senior management team, so they have been properly apprised of it. And we'll definitely have to press more on...
9 months later, we're here, sir.
Right through the organization. So
the website where they been set up and a government set you all kind of nonsense. What is this?
Are you working closely with the, for example, the CERT, which operates out of OPM, and what's the relationship like with that organization?
There is some discussions with the CERT. We've had some guidance from them in developing, especially in the early days, matters around the DPA and looking at cybersecurity. Also, where there may be any instance of any type, they also
good night.
Close, and if necessary, give
Fergie, can you believe, hold on there, me pause a little. Can you believe that now we are here that the website where the government did set up to collect donation, and the government did set it up, our entity then asks and it never safe, and the entity have access to this and that. Now all kind of nonsense we are here now. I continue play.
But definitely we'll have to take some efforts to strengthen those relationships as we go forward.
In terms of personnel, how do you have adequate personnel in your, you want to call it IT department or the information systems department?
Oh, me don't know neither what it is about.
Across the organization to include that department, this is what we're looking at keenly in terms of enhancing the sort of...
They know people not paying no attention, this government.
So there are some gaps, and we're looking keenly at those.
Yeah, there are some gaps.
Hamilton
There are some gaps.
And your response was you were looking to develop a
Mr. Them go come say the money missing.
Because
watch it, Joe.
We don't want hurricanes, but we're likely to get future ones, and instead of at each disaster we go through the process of developing a website, you would have the responsibility
of
maintaining something that would be there that persons can donate throughout. So that would require ensuring that you
at least the little one get to we can see so we go on the ground and get people down and learn a lesson now. Give it to we do the job. Make we rob it.
Well, Chair, as mentioned, we're
make we
looking at those
thief
matters,
it.
And we're working
Because tell us that we act better than them.
In looking at those issues.
Member Brown?
Thank you very much, Chair. I want to start where the chairman indicated.
Just say that for yourself.
The number of cybersecurity acts that have been facing the country, 49 million as reported for last year, 2025 alone, up from 12 million in 2022. So we recognize that cybersecurity is a fundamental area and one of concern for the government. So I want to start with the Auditor General first. Your report, Mr. McAdam, found that OPM had no formally approved information system, and I know that the
OPM have no formally system.
Have been taken, but it's important to understand what happened before and what is the general context. So your report indicated that there's no formal information security or access control policies. What I want to ask,
what's up the line? What kind of news you have now? Tell you what news you're coming at. Tell me, type it in quick.
Is this an isolated weakness in terms of OPM, or do you see that generally across government based on your audits to date?
Speak up your mind. Speak up your mind, Delana, because we know so anytime you see you come here as something. Nothing new. You have set no man. You just got in. Oh. I think you want to talk about the voicemail about the PMP. I think you can talk about. Nah, they over here tonight, so you can't say no foolishness.
That kind of works. But what I say is that we are seeing improvements. We are in fact seeing improvements because from our end, we have a dedicated IT audit unit.
Yes.
And because we have recognized the risks associated with the use of IT and information systems. And we are, over the years, we have reviewed the various IT systems across multiple MDAs, and I can confirm that we are seeing improvements. We are not at the level where we should be, but we are seeing improvements.
What kind of
Would you
madness is
say
in our
that
country, though?
improvements are moving in tandem with the scale and growth of the threat, as indicated by
Michelle, good night.
the 49 million last year, fourfolds up in 3 years?
Well, you see, what you normally find is that the risks and the threats usually move at a faster pace than the response. And
You not look for him.
to the public sector. But
Nah, they
as I
not look for
indicated,
Delano.
we are seeing improvements from the policy side, and we are seeing improvements from the implementation side.
People, we need to know them something
All
enough
right,
to
thank
listen
you.
to them.
I want to jump to the PS, Dr. Mead.
So the money we then get for hurricane not safe. I know we are going to hear that.
Cybersecurity, I believe, comes
Cyber
under the
security.
oversight
Because
responsibility
we
of
set
the
up
Office
the
of Prime Minister
website. And what kind of
and the
madness
Permanent
this?
Secretary. Is there presently, because we saw that gap as reported by the Auditor General, that, you know, it's a serious finding in terms of the lack of that sort of policy and operational arrangement as it relates to those information security, cyber security, etc. But is there a centrally guided platform and procedure and policies that the government has through the ministry and the Office of the Prime Minister and the ministries that comes underneath it for those matters that guides the public sector as it relates to information security, user access management, etc.?
Thank you. Through you, Chair. We're in the process of establishing a cyber security authority. At the moment, what transpires is that JASCERT, the Jamaica Cyber Incident Response Team, provides that function in terms of responding to all the threats and giving guidance, both public and private. The ICT authority that was previously EGOV treats with government
Yeah, me know them come with it, Melissa.
digital platforms.
That's why I said they come up about PMP
have
Vice
a team
Note
in
and
place
PMP this. So
to
you say
treat
a
with
PMP chief here.
cybersecurity for the government resources and give that advice. We are trying
Colin,
to,
good night.
and we have a partnership now with the IDB to develop the cybersecurity authority into a more
Boy, me dear
robust
girl, me
mechanism
no know what
covered
go
by
on here.
legislation. And
No,
with
we are here,
authority
hold on,
similar
me
to
pause
the
this.
Data
Let
Protection
me quickly
Act that
finish
was
that.
mentioned before, and the governance systems there. We're in the process of developing that for cybersecurity so that that system can exist. But
So-
at the moment, we have diverse small entities in different
Hold on,
ministries.
let me pause it little because I want the people that will listen to understand how we are listen. We are listen to the meeting to question these people and what go on with the money and like something. All if you hear now say the system where they set up to collect the donation them wasn't by Jamaica, it was by a firm. And I can't hold them I say the firm not even that Jamaica neither. To what him I say, If you're listening carefully, the firm where it's set up and a Jamaica, hey, me tell you say, no, hey, that's why you see them a linger. Now you see, them I say, at the PMP, Mia, Municipal Corporation, make people at Westmore. Now we hear say people then can't get the house because none of them own the land. Make we know what make we know what I say. Because we know I say too many different things. We know I say too many different things. You know, they send the money back, and then they set I can play with Desmond Mackenzie said. And then the money come back, then the money come back. On the matter. Listen to Desmond Mackenzie. Thank you, God bless you. Enough love, thank you. Listen to this.
The ministry sent an MOU to Westmoreland because they wanted something. We sent an MOU to them around the houses to be constructed on the land that we got from the sugar holdings. They spent about 2.5 months going through.
Thank you.
2.5 months going through MOU. Then they finally sent it back. We asked them to sign the MOU.
So they send it back.
3 weeks
So why them send it back?
Signed the MOU. A contract was issued to the contractor. We sent the money to Westmoreland, to the municipal corporation. We sent the money to them. They're not asking for the money. We provided the money to them to undertake the work. The contractor has so far laid down 6 of the foundation. Up until this day, the contractor can't get a cent from Westmoreland for the work that is done. And when I spoke to the mayor last week and the CEO, they gave me all sort of excuse and gave a commitment. Where I was surprised yesterday when the contractor called me to say...
So you hear what him say now? You hear what him say, right? Them were in the PAC meeting and said different something now. Listen, I cannot play this. Make sure all them people are lying and wicked. Let me play back.
Following is a release from the People's National Party.
Listen back to Luton cousin.
We are deeply concerned by the recent utterances by the government, seemingly suggesting that modular homes cannot be delivered to the people in Western Jamaica
You hear that?
because of land tenure issues.
You hear?
This is not a new issue. We have been raising this concern for months. The government is simply not listening, has not listened, and is most uncaring. It is time for action. Modular homes are chattel. They can easily be affixed to any property. We can solve this problem by engaging the justice of the peace in each respective communities to confirm that the residents who are affected are indeed legitimate beneficiaries. Let's stop beating around the bush. It's time to deliver to the people. Hurricane season is upon us, and the longer we delay, the longer we take to deliver the homes, we leave our people exposed. Now is not the time for bureaucracy and red tape and for rigidity. We need to ensure that the people who are most exposed are protected and secured in the peak of another hurricane season.
Visit our website at pnp.org.
So now them I say the land tenure is the reason why they can't get the people the house. Desmond Mackenzie say because the money is sent to the municipal corporation and they send it back to him and him send it back to them and all kind of story. What is happening here? What is happening? Can I get a labor right to come up in the box and come tell me? Because I don't want to understand me over here say nothing and become a bad mind. May I give you the opportunity, come up in the box and explain. May I open the box on TikTok. One labor right come up in the box and come explain what is the real reason. Is it that of the municipal corporation or is it that the people that don't have no land tenure forget the house? Is the house really here? Because we are saying there from January. Where else then they were there? We said now that where are the houses that we learned that is here from January? Where then they? Tell me exactly where we can go look on them. Let me go look on them for myself. Tell me where I have them. And I wait for the people and get land to put them on. Jesus have mercy. Jesus have mercy, man. Alvaro, they have trend for you. As him coming out, they come over here and it's like them a walk and follow him, you know, man. As me talk about him today, me see him at say, what, me go up on him page. Me see him play on something there, with the labor right there.
Other doing people, I use one labor to get another labor, that means. Max, show me. Marlon Margaret, in comment there, I will be notifying the minister of a defamatory statement. Have you ever said it again? But Darren Pass upon the TV, but in the agreement signed in 2012, in simple language, don't stomach, Casey old boy, a damn lie. Can I go tell Darren Pass and Mrs. So again? So me you give message now. A damn lie. No signed in 2012. It was signed in 2011. Other doing people, I use one labor to get another labor, that means. Max, show me. Marlon man.
Listen to now one.
You know the duns them, the top duns them over there, right? And then there's a spew and a spew and a spew and a spew. And you know, say me hear Munchie say something about Jordan. I mean, listen for a while, I say, you know, say Munchie, I say Munchie give him too much credit. Munchie say him duns. Meaning me I try to find out where they big and duns, right? I can't find it all now. But this man is a dangerous person. I mean, I started report the page last time. I want to report Jordan page.
On the ear, oh, labor, them I said, I report the page there. On the ear that, the place on the ear.
Jordan go live, just report him page. You understand me? Because he will facilitate dunceness and misinformation and whole lot. Just report him page. I don't want to liberate him. What the heck?
Daniel, this is a message of you know.
Come down after the man.
Enter your video and follow you, Daniel, as we break him. I tell you that.
We should not join Jordan page. You understand me?
GG, good evening.
You know the duns them, the top duns them over there, right? And then there's a spew and a spew and a spew and a spew. And you know, say me hear Munchie say something about Jordan. I mean, listen for a while, I say, you know, say Munchie, I say Munchie give him too much credit. Munchie say him duns. Meaning me I try to find out where they big and duns, right? I can't find it all now. But this man is a dangerous person. I mean, I started report the page last time. I want to report Jordan.
On the ear them dirty way, or then come out and talk them dirty way. On the ear it for yourself.
Enter Jordan go live, just report him page. You understand me? Because he will facilitate dunceness and misinformation and whole lot. Just report him page. I don't want to liberate him. What the heck?
Daniel, this is a message of you know.
Come down after the man.
Enter your video and follow you, Daniel, as we break him. I tell you that.
On the ear them clearly what they do. Follow people page and report it. Me not tell you in a long time. So when me see Alvaro put up this, just for proof. So them do run come and see have something I get restriction. Them dirty ways them have. Them have some dirty, nasty ways about them. Let me see what me say Delana said this may be the issue where people need to prove. The house them where them a give people them on a concrete house where going with steel. It's some little house where them make one little something. So at the end of the day, them can sort you out. No land that Jamaica where people can be the owner of. So even if people live on land, this is an emergency and they need somewhere to live. Give the people them a land, and if you want to straighten them up and make them be the owner, give them, they may not get back the same location, but give them place where they have nothing where they're going to make in a new city. And make the people there. If I'm up in the mountain, and give them a little house, make them put it live in her, so that night cold can come off of them and then can come find the tarpaulin. What wrong with that? What wrong with that? What wrong for you in Jamaica a little piece of land? It's a crisis. And then I know where to live. By right, the government is responsible for every citizen of Jamaica. Remember that. Every citizen of Jamaica, the government of Jamaica is responsible for all of it. So now come here, come take up for the government here tonight, whether could have PNP or GLP. The country was in a crisis, and those people, the money them we didn't get with them talk about this and that, all kind of stuff. And this because of the people that were lost their homes, and people see the devastation and sorry for the people them and send the money come for help the people them. 9 months later, the people them can't even get one tarpaulin. 9 months later, the people who suffer the most cannot get a tarpaulin from the government. And coming now for come switch yes and tell all kind of nonsense. Government have the power and the authority to give the people them the land and make them make payment plan or something or give them free. I can't know when I fight the revolution for you. Who fight for it dead and gone? Who fight against the British for this land dead and gone? When I fight for none. So I want to know who responsible. One of the things that run down power. Oh, I'm the prime minister. Oh, I'm this. You are the government. You're responsible for the 2.8 million people of this country. Whether we are at home or we are abroad or anything happen to it, the government responsible for it. You don't never know that. You see that the people, they never know that. Watch here. Hold on there. A hurricane at a category 5 come at Jamaica, right? And mash up the people that little place where them have. Remember if hurricane and mash up, they're still up on the land, you know. Them are still on the land. They would be still on the land. So you're going to give them a little container house where you're going to dig hole and steel and cement for put on, for give the people them a little shelter in the interest of humanity. Come on. Excellent. Good night.
Good night, Auntie. How are you?
I'm good so far. Thanks be to God.
What was this? I think yesterday I said people were having a debate about some voice note that got leaked. I'm trying to get the gist of it. Did you hear about that voice note that got leaked?
Yes, I hear about it.
Do you know the gist of what was going on with that?
To me, when I listen, I don't see nothing much in the voice note to make a little outer. But everybody a drowning man hang at a straw.
Okay.
A group in our WhatsApp group, them are talking about the NARA thing and what could be done. Every political party strategize, right? And make way. That's why the government, that's why Andrew in power now, because of them plan where they keep up a Belmont Road. That for make it people then vote say a spoil ballot in order to make Terry Long win. And all the rest of them. So none of them that come and contract no garbage. And they contract, oh, that is so disrespectful. That is that. Oh, they want to stop NARA. Oh, them are going to stop NARA. NARA have no merit of billing nothing. You know, make no difference to change the name for bill one. Let's say it have a clean a trench or whatever them are going to do. It's a way of scraping the money again without oversight. That's all it's about.
So they were saying that somebody trying to sabotage the whole program.
All them are going to sabotage the program when the law pass.
Me hear them say that the voice note was saying to some delay tactic. I don't quite know what they were saying.
A long time before NARA passed, them have that meet, them were talking about it, you know. And since lately, you know, at the labor, them are carry out now and make it look like a no.
Okay.
In the height of when they said they want NARA, they were talking. It's not recently they're talking about NARA, because it has already passed into law.
Oh, so that's the narrative that they're trying to push right now.
So that's the narrative they come out and a push now. Because they find so them back against the wall, you know. A government just win and a fight for stay alive. Something wrong with you, man. You never did win.
You see, that's why it's always good to listen to different sides of the story, you know.
Because if I can find the clip of that, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Because if I find the clip.
Thank you, Auntie.
Dylan, and I type nothing about corruption on the platform in regards to the government, because this is the most corrupt government in the history of Jamaica.
Ambassador Meade.
Or nationwide, Mr. Plate, let me find it. Let me Cliff Hughes, put it out, I say, let me find Cliff Hughes. This guys, they want this guys from the old criminality we are going in our country and more exposure we are come. Vice, if I find a vice note alone, I any problem at Jamaica, we not none at all. Let's see if me try to find back the vice message. How we do? I can't find him. I say make up on there.
I will be notified him.
Now listen to the man. Mario. Who is Mario? Go ahead.
Listen.
Bear in mind that the Naira bill is what the JP sees as its glory and its savior for a fourth term and a fifth term and whatever. Speaking to some of them recently, some of the operatives, they see Naira as their way out to get back in tune with the Jamaican public because they know them in a bad state, the public itself, with the cost of living and everything. So they see Naira as a saving grace and they're going to do everything in their power to try to get whatever done, which means bypassing like on parish council, which you know probably would do delay tactics and don't get used, which is why they did it that way. But
So Mario is putting in crystal clear terms
so where Mario
the political imperative that Naira must not be allowed. Now listen to the man, Mario. Who is Mario?
Or the same thing that.
Go ahead.
Wait.
Mario, the concern I'm raising is this.
Listen, the concern I'm raising. Listen what they're saying.
She identifies the male. Listen again.
Because a Cliffy was put out
concern I'm raising is
Mario. Who is Mario? Mario, she says. So we know the male she's speaking with is Mario. Continue.
that Anderson's track record is not one full of blemish that it will be so easy to attach certain things to him. The corruption argument not going to be attached to him so easily, right? In my humble opinion, I think they've outsmarted us and then putting this man now to be a CEO and whatever. Reality is we need to ensure that the average Jamaican is saying we don't care who he is. He could have full of integrity like, wow, he could have...
You hear that? She admits, acknowledges.
Yeah, listen to it, excellent. Yeah, what you're hearing from the vice. I will listen to it. To see the whole I see what the whole Abalu is about.
Tag him, to now steam up with the corruption charge or card. Now, that speaks to...
She never did say that in a Cliff user analyze that in
that woman. For party political advantage, she's prepared to dirty up Major General Anderson. For no other reason but in pursuit of political power.
She never said when Cliff user saying that Cliff user interpret and put it so and that's how people run with it.
You don't do that.
Okay.
You listen, see him analyze it though. You know, I'm never bother waste my time on this.
Wrong.
It's a conversation them a whole, you know. And him interpret and put it and everybody, them want tap Naira. They want to stop Nara. What kind of foolishness is that? Where you want to say something, Footer?
Good day, Auntie.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. And somebody and your guests.
Yeah, man.
All the bites, the conversation bites that that is in this voice note is something that is coming from the Jamaica Labour Party. When Andrew Owens announced something there, Major Anderson, he will talk about Anderson have something there, track record. Right?
Oh.
Nobody else never talk about no track record.
Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean for
right?
real. Yeah.
When they come in and talk about if you're right, if you remember when the hurricane first happened, and people were saying that the the people in Westmoreland need to get help. It was the Jamaica Labour Party platform they go on, and here they had the sentiment low something them for stop them for only help the GLP them down there, them for low the PNP them down there, right? And them talk it and say if I did them in power and something them now give PNP nothing. That is for them line of argument from the hurricane happening. From Melissa happened last year, that was for them line of argument and all of them platform. Right?
Oh.
If you go back again and look at where they're talking about, them want the PNP, them want attack Nara. Right? Have you heard the heads of the People's National Party, the Mark Golan, the Dayton Campbell, Damon Crawford, Peter Bunting, the Keisha Birchall, so have you heard any one of them come out and speak in a negative tone as saying that the NARA we need to abolish the NARA?
No. The only thing that's a certain part of the NARA bill.
All they're talking about is that it need an oversight body in it, and it need where it can be held accountable. Right?
And what kind of help the people? All on the footer, Sheila Samuel. Good thing JLP in power so the people can get help. And what kind of help them I get?
But them talk it from the beginning and say that if I did something that the people them down there not forget no help. Them talk it from the beginning.
Hold on 1 minute, Footer. But Mr. Advara did say in agree with something. Me hear Advara say. Advara, good night.
No, I agree that statement. Because first thing.
Hold on. Clarify a which statement you not agree with.
See a JLP have a straight message. Because no point PNP no come out consent. None of the people there say in that message no come consent of them say that. None of them no clear.
But nobody name the call. Who is Omar? It's only one person name calling something like this something there. What name was?
Mario.
What the name of the calling?
Mario.
Who is Mario?
Well, unless Mario down a Mandeville, man. A councillor guy. I don't know, you know. A cliff user. I say it, I don't know.
As me I said, none of the people when they allege claim say, party must disassociate themselves from the message and they don't question nobody in the party and they don't know about the message. So at this point, you leave public opinion to openly spread. Because you don't make no public commentary about the matter. So at this point, people can say, a JLP artist straight the message. Nobody don't know the message just stay there, which we think the publicity is bad publicity because they should address that already. In the mere fact say, where cliff user insinuate say, man say, because people may say not like that, you know. But in the same breath where cliff user put out, where man put out, them should address that already.
Yeah, what fine.
And the next thing the next thing we want to put out and something else, right? Something with it in this whole conversation, right? Is that it's not the first time they put out a voice note and saying that this is coming from the People's National Party. That's the reason why KD Knight and Cliff Tufton in a court right now.
That's a different business, man.
Right?
In claims,
hold on.
say it, you know. That different.
So there's nothing. So the first thing that Cliff you should have done is authenticate this voice note. Did I get the name of the people that are speaking on it, and that you can. So you no, but you can't put you. There's no proof to show that this voice note is coming from this organization. There's none.
Well, Footer, me ever say, maybe one on the advert. You know, you see me now, me's a little person where beside a difference, so that's why a lot of people not follow me. But hear me now. Unless Mario and me know the other person is they know the next. Me personally know the next voice will sound like them, and them should have come out and say, well, it's not we as Alvaro said. Neither Mario na come out come say nothing. Neither the next lady na come out come say nothing. So we left it to make people keep on because see I know me say Nadine she come out and talk about it. Me say JFJ come out and talk about it. Me say
And then not too far, it go to the controller now. They should just that already.
and then I come and say not no footer. So me I say we must be vigilant. So when I come and say nothing, that's a silent mean consent, right? So me
What
no
you
know.
mean? Them should keep a press conference about that already with the people and when they think say them name and the people
I want
explain
somebody
the
name
vice
Cliff Hughes. No
purpose.
call it never call it my name, but the vice because start to recognize it. But
You
it
don't have to call people name to make reference to them.
Mario name was called. So Mario should have come out.
So where's the meeting to say you call this and there is something I go on the media. Just like how we are
Calling
called
good
Julie
night.
Catbird. We are called for Julie Catbird flip to go explain if she had an investigation. As she posts she want to post on her social media. So why she need to come give we an answer when you have people among yourself in the same situation like she. And we not ask them to come give answer.
She come out still, you know. She come. Me say want something on CVM where she say I cuss out PNP. You never see it.
Yeah, but me I say them I ask she to go and tell if she had an investigation, yes or no. Meanwhile we have some Mario and some other person. So what them say.
But I told you, but all right, but hold on. Let me ask you something, Alvaro. What is it so damaging that was said in the voice note?
No, but and I'm saying to you, there's nothing damaging to what me listen to. But based on what is being said, this can lead to further dissatisfaction among people who don't understand the content of what was presented and what is being insinuated.
Yeah.
Because if you create a scenario and everybody around the scenario, you know sure man say of all of them, Major Anderson have no corruption against him.
That's what I'm saying in that voice note.
So how is it that you say Major fight Major Anderson? But if that being said and that is not bad, where's the person them if you come clear their name and clear party? So everybody in a silent can mean consent to them. As simple as that.
That's why Excellent come and ask me about the voice note. Says like maybe she never listened to the voice note and have an understanding of what most people are listening to what Cliff Hughes say, and that's where the problem is.
If Cliff Hughes give me a sentiment, and the sentiment that Cliff Hughes give me following morning, Darrell Vaz wake from the dead, and give you another sentiment.
Yeah.
Tavares Finch to come give another sentiment.
Yeah.
This account give a sentiment. JFJ give a sentiment. TVJ, Dean Jackson Miller, where's the People's National Party? Everybody says something and the party keeps silent. That make any sense? I'm mad miss that, man.
Somebody saying Mario don't need for consent because there's nothing damaging in the
Okay, then we don't accept public opinion then. That means that Julie Catburn don't need to come and tell we nothing then. You can't ask your accountability, but when it comes on your side, you're not willing to give. You make the sense you ask it, none at all. Because if Julie Catburn posts she posts on her social media, which can insinuate that she had an investigation, and then Cliff Hughes or whoever give Cliff Hughes the voice note say, and Mario. Why Mario only clearing him? Alright, we could play one other way. Let's say that voice note he say Mario did have certain amount of white lady.
100 lives say 100 lives say delete at it, Alvaro.
No, me not 100. Let's say if voice note he say Mario did have 100 pound of flour in one bag. Would Mario come and clear in him? And Major Anderson
it depends. Maybe the context of that make you come still. Maybe.
The context are different. Because now them are claim to say you are trying sabotage national building project and you sabotage a government employee. As a government employee, so two government employee, you know. Because CEO and Nara is a part of the government, you know. And Mario is a councillor, you know, which is naturally a part of the government in some way or shape or form, you know. Because he's been elected. He's been elected, you know. So we
if them did know, if them know say the Mario at the course of something, why they don't put out in
Well, that's the only. Hold on. Make me clarify. Hold on 1 minute, everybody. Make me clarify something before. Within the vice message, the woman was saying Mario, right? So is Mario, as we said, no come out consonants are only we, because we thought that the vice sort of sound away, we said that, but the person, who is it? They really come out consonant nothing.
It's because you coming out and saying that something, you know. You remember your name not call, you know, cause right, Mario can mean anybody.
No, the vice.
Mario can't mean anybody.
The vice in the vice note really sound like it. Him have to come out and say otherwise.
There's one People's National Party. So it can't mean anybody. So if I'm marrying a People's National Party, to me, him shall come out and say at this point, there is a clip of a nationwide news and it's been said I'm Mario and it's obviously not me and it's not my voice, so I wish to clear my name. So at that point, now Mario are going to put out a public announcement or whatever.
Good night, God is good.
And then he might go find a way over Cliff Hughes to clarify and make him know say I know him. So at this point now, Cliff Hughes have come with something different and I'm going to do different. It can be that if I smoke manipulated, you know, you can create vice note, you know.
Yeah. All on the advert.
Don't defend yourself. All people are going to say that.
Yeah. King Painter. Listen to this now. King Painter said almost every yard in Jamaica someone own a car. Let me answer you upon that. King Painter. In my yard I have 2 cars. But the money we buy them not come from Jamaica. Me know where you want to come say no. Me know where you want to come say. We have 2 cars in my yard. And the car and the money we buy the car then.
Before you reach a car, the conversation make no sense. 2025 to 2026 is the highest year in Jamaica. History since 1962, the most delinquent per loan. You know, so much house, NCB and Scotia Bank.
How much car then take we back?
I'm going to sit down one side of man. Because I've been carrying out one car 2 different things.
Me know make you are concerned about true Labour Party people. And most vehicles you see in Jamaica and Jamaica money come from to buy the vehicle. Remember me tell you that tonight.
I'm not for doing the Labour Party. Car business now I'm not for
people buy their house and buy their vehicle. Check how much people send remittance come here.
Institution open up them loan market and address for lend loan to people, right? To buy motor vehicle. Right, just like them something, and a lot of people run it down, and a lot of people can't afford it, and they get the car, and the car end up taking back from them. That's something. Because right now you have the highest percentage of repossession vehicle in Jamaica.
We just think that them should address that advice note there. It can't be that.
Yeah, they should have addressed. In all fairness, they should have addressed advice.
I joke business that. You know, business that business they are joke business from the party. I joke business that. It can't be that JFJ.
So hold on. Winston Thompson is saying, lady, the news today said they were dismissed. Who were dismissed, Winston? I don't understand you, right? They who were dismissed from what?
They who?
I don't know where I say. Continue, because I don't understand it. Where?
That's all I say no. I remember saying no. Public opinion from a certain opinion of a situation, you know.
Yeah, especially how it was put to them.
There the vast come and tell we say loan agreement was signed in 2012. But if you go look in the document itself and you look on the front of the document, it said 2012. And if the average man see the front of the document and the average Jamaican don't read. So who them away by me telling me truth? The people may publish a lie.
But you notice that Daryl Vaz come out and say nothing more about that though.
He can't say nothing more, we must say. That's why Daryl Vaz left he light business now and take on this, because this is the public push. So how is it that a minister, a senator, and not JFJ, TVJ, Cliff Hughes, Media House, everybody asks questions or have something to say. But a party to which a person alleged to no come give a disassociation or then talk to a member, we're going to give a conference to clarify so media can ask questions or play back advice. Not like that.
Right, Alvera, I agree with you.
It make no sense, Reggie. Waste of time that.
I agree and I get your point, Alvera.
If everybody have something to say. JFJ, accountability, Jump have something to say. Everybody have something to say. But Cliff Hughes say Cliff Hughes can't say anything you want, you know. Me that can't say anything, me can't say anything no want. At the end of the point, them say the people have 2 people from the People's National Party. They never say 2 people from Jamaica. That means that they come now to narrow down the situation so you can find the people in the People's National Party. Because then go as far as we say 2 executive members or 2 administrative members. It's not everybody in the party is an administrative member. So that's how I say that should a press conference or some meet should have keep it ready. And so we hear something going around, just like they hear everything else. For anywhere else, social media, wherever else, no matter. And we wish to put some clarification, and based on what is being said, we have one Mario in the party and he's from this and he's can clear verify and he's here to say it's not him or it is him, blah blah blah. But when you let it think this continue in a public or a public opinion, few months time, if an election to call, you cannot tell the people them say you're not trying to sabotage Nara, because you never say nothing about the situation really come forth. It absolutely makes no sense.
But not all them have a sabotage Nara.
Well, I know. Members say the average Jamaican don't read and headline will catch them. And 90% what is in the headline is not what is in the paper. Because what he play in the voice note is not what is being said in the voice note is not what Cliff Hughes said. Totally different thing.
Where the Mario name from something last name? Where him last name?
Where my last name no?
Mario
I think Mitchell.
Mario, yeah, Mario.
Mitchell.
So you have to remember saying, you know, them thing are public business, you know. You're a public servant, you know, by any means, you know. So if your name get called up and you no say no, then what sense it make? Remember,
but in a sense, you know, Alvar. Look how much time Andrew Owens never call up to her. Call now in can justify him not getting no invitation.
Different thing. Why different? Remember, you know, Andrew Owens name call if you say this or that. But it's now been said, say, you are trying to sabotage a man who is Major Anderson and an program which is NARA, or an institution or body which is NARA. So a 2 set of thing they must say you try cause a problem to, you know.
Yeah, but you know, you're not saying really a no merit Advara because they can't stop NARA because NARA gone through already.
Hold on there. So when they mean pass the bill, could PNP stop the bill?
But hold on now, before, no, and I just know them said this, you know, before the NARA pass and them did a discuss, you know.
Yeah, but at this point, whether before or after, none of these people come to clarify to say that this is the full content of the voice note. This is what I said. This is what I meant by
Winston Thompson is saying, Alvaro, RFM News today said the man and woman in the leaked voice note was dismissed.
Dismissed by who?
I don't see it in a...
If you mean dismissing People's National Party, you put out say people and come out. But who they dismiss by who? From where?
And they can't dismiss the councillor, so
one, you can't dismiss an elected member, you know. You can maybe dismiss him, he may be left a party, but you can't leave a political position because he was elected. So dismissed by what means?
It's a pure speculation because I just say the PNP not put out no statement, so we don't know. Marcia, good
Me
evening.
just think that is when I roast. When I roast, me stay at the moment. You can't make a thing like that happen now. When them claim to say before the bill pass, you know, hunting now around, you know, support it, and something like this come out. No, I know we shall say at this point, no. He's no member of the party. And it's so-called alleged member then call, step up to the front and then come distance themselves, or then come clarify what they mean say, or they not say not, and the matter rest to dead. Now a different question I go ask now. If it is not them, that's what I'm telling you, if using brain now. If it is not them, anybody who they need them, I go summons Cliff Hughes now by legal means. We tell Cliff Hughes who give him a tape and he must provide the source. So you're gonna have if a conflict, if I can cook up a tape, or there's legal merit to sabotage people. I'm one if you look on this, you know. Because if somebody go use whatever means they use and create a voice note, or it is legitimate. Let's say it is not real, and you see a Mario come and say it's not me. The People's National Party could have take action against Cliff Hughes, you know. Because Cliff Hughes is two members of the People's National Party, you know. The People's National Party is a legal entity, you know.
Yeah.
So if you not do nothing as a party, and the two alleged people and what they said unite, not do nothing, then it means say it matter can lead to say a truth or a lie, and how Jamaican people think. They're not going to think nervous say what was in the content of the voice note. The last thing them are going to remember, and the first thing, the last and the first thing they remember, are what Cliff Hughes said.
But the fact that they did not call a specific name, you know, there's nothing where you can go say you are going something because they did not. There is no specific.
That is not true. That is not
yes,
true.
there is no. So who?
Well,
so alright.
You have so me prove a case to you. Rattigan versus the Jamaican government and the cleaner. They never call Rattigan name. Long as you can make reference to and you can identify who it is, you can be sued or referred to in court of law.
Yeah, but you cannot sue. You have to put the person name in ISO for defamation of character.
I'm saying he defamed. If you said two members of the People's National Party, is the People's National Party a registered entity?
Yeah, but the whole point of it.
Okay, can a registered entity take legal action against a person or an institution?
Yeah, but the whole on. But you're going to say two members of the something. Remember, the People's National Party is very broad scale.
No man, not a two-person name call, man. I just two persons.
This go as far as said two administrative staff, or administrative member, or two person up at top. Not everybody in the People's National Party.
Yeah, not everybody in it, yeah.
So we can narrate down again. If it means a two members of People's National Party, supporters, members, he wider thousands or millions of people. He go as far as narrate down to positions where you can identify a position there.
And you know another thing when I look onto? The People's National Party have some traitor in there.
That's why I tell us, I think you should address just left it like this. Nobody no say nothing. If you say what you want to say, anything like if you happen, you know. People from public opinion out of what they hear or what they want to believe, you know.
Because let's say them in the WhatsApp group at all. How Cliff Hughes get it. Now must somebody
can Cliff Hughes get it, man. That I'm not saying, me telling you, people want power and people fight with power, man. If he say him should have a position there. He send his share voice note, you and a friend, or when a friend hear it, and they record it. You know, must let it go.
But at time for them learn so they fit tap a WhatsApp something, you know.
Yeah.
But the main point is whether they stop it, yes or no. I personally think the party should address that already. Even by a social media post, even by something you should address it. Just like how it's a public concern, like Nara or anything else. Just like how Juliet Catburn posts her thing on her social media, and we are asked her to come clarify if she had an investigation. But she no must go and tell me now.
Alvaro, we understand what you're saying. Good night, Ferg. Do you have anything to add to the convo?
No, I totally agree, excellent, with Alvaro. You know, first thing, this voice note would need to be authenticated, right? That has not been authenticated. It takes a while to be authenticated, meaning it's a true voice note. It's true in its form, right?
Mm-hmm.
That takes a while. That doesn't take 24 hours. That takes a while for them to really dig deep into it to say, is this what was said, and is this what was said of these people, right? So that needs to be authenticated. And I would expect a media house, before they release any sort of voice note or any sort of information, they would authenticate that
Right,
information.
verify it, right.
That is journalism 101, period. It needs to be verified. Your
But maybe them have it
needs to be
verified. The
authentic.
whole under don't further. Maybe they have it verified.
Where has it been verified?
Then maybe that's why
None
them
of the
they
major
sure
me-
roll under then
Wait,
get the
hold
voice
on,
note
Auntie Jen.
and then
None
sure.
of the major media houses are picking it up. It's only one media house. When one media house picks it up versus all the other major media houses, you have to question it.
Well, to be honest, the media house has not, major media house has not put out anything on this
Or even the major media houses. It can't be just one
because
media house.
I totally agree with you, and I said that in the beginning, that you can't just come out. The voice notes are supposed to be authenticated first to make sure you say that, okay, well, these are the two people, we check them twice, and these are the two voices that's something. This is not a splice video, it's not a splice voice note, this is what was said and everything and so forth, right? You have to do that. The next thing about it is this, that the PNP, it is what? I don't know if it's 1 week since this come out. It's a couple of days since this come out.
Yeah,
right?
a couple of days, yeah.
They don't have no. It's not like you have no grown name. Like it's that you have a Damon Crawford. You could have go to a direct person,
right?
Right, because even though you have a brother in there named Mario Mitchell, right, he is in something. If you go to him and ask him, and he said, "No, that's not me," you can't come out and say it's not from you as yet, because you don't know the background behind it. What other information is behind this.
Yeah.
You would have to go through and try to go through the organization to find out who is this person with them talk about or whatever.
Right.
Why you don't need to do that?
Right?
None of that
Why
is
you don't
needed.
need to do it? Because
Cliff Hughes mentions an executive member. How much executive member you party have?
And I'm saying, suppose you don't have no, and you look on it and you don't see nobody for your executive member. When name Mario, remember you don't have a concrete name. That's the whole point of it.
You have to prove one thing. There's a public opinion formed by a statement. You have to prove it here right now. On the 22nd of June, Cliff Hughes look on all of we are in Jamaica and tell we say, and journalist is not on an investigation based on what FID told him. What came out 6 days later in the Integrity Commission report? And Jones is still under investigation. Did you see Cliff Hughes take up a key article and say and Jones is still under investigation? People run who did say Cliff Hughes said to Ann Jones say it's not under investigation. In which Ann Jones respond to him and say where you get that information from. Did you see Cliff Hughes using journalistic skills and go looking at IC report? No, he not looking at a part there. He passed page 29 and go to page 30. We tell you say the IC understaff and they can't do work properly. I mean no say 29 come before 30. So you must see that page. Information sell, hypocrisy sell.
Yeah, it's
So
No, Alvaro is right on that point. Alvaro is completely right on that point. Sensationalism, right? It sells very quickly and it moves very quickly without the actual truth. It happens here in America. It happens everywhere across the globe. It's not even a Jamaican thing. It's everywhere.
Tree Fox is saying Deanne Jackson Miller did have it from
Deanne Jackson Miller.
I'm sorry, she's not a true journalist. I'm sorry. I don't mean to demean her, but she's not a true journalist because
no. But the thing with it is that it was a program that she run something, but the news media, TVJ and something and CVM did not carry this report.
Oh, it's a
But the
program.
thing
It's a
is,
program.
okay, let's think about this, right? Let's think about this rationally, right? So the media should be holding the government to account as to the governance of the country. This is a party thing. This has nothing to do. The opposition is not in power. They're not the government. They run nothing with Naira, right? So what is happening in the country, okay, that's what they need to report on. That's what they need to hold the government accountable to. So the cost of goods are going up. That is a fact. That's from your BOJ itself, which they're not reporting on. The revenues that the government has collected as taxes is much less than what they projected, which means that they're going to have to make it up somehow. That's not being reported on. That is a fact. So you see, they concentrate on the opposition who is not in power versus the government who is in power and what's actually going on in the government. So you see, the media is failing that country, period.
The media need to be showing transparency across the board what's going on in the country, not just one side.
Right, they're playing politics. So they're playing politics within the opposition, which the opposition is not even saying anything to you. Because honestly, if I was Mark Golan is doing a great thing. I wouldn't say one word to you. As he said, one Marky G ponder I. Period. End of story. So take that for what it is. Well, concentrate on your government. Your government is supposed to be governing that country.
Welcome it. God is good.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question, Fergie. And that's why sometimes we don't talk politics, you know, because it don't make no sense. So when we say we know address the matter, so it means we keep a St. Elizabeth, right? And the man asks Mark Golding, say, if it's true, say, them a challenge the leadership in the party and upon the internet here. Why did Mark Golding respond to that?
He had to.
He had to, because in all fairness, Alvaro, we know so the whole argument had go around about challenge. So the man was asking him to hear it, and he want to hear Mark Gold. Mark Gold never answered by saying yes or no, and then just use it off and say, well, I want Marky Jeep on the apps.
Right. It's politics. That is politics. And I get it. It's politics.
All I'm saying is that a social comment from people. Most of the people were asking, like me, we are going to read the report. We say, listen, the vice taught at its teeth. We say, but not that is a vice taught that would make sense.
Yeah, but no, but Alvaro, you see, on the Dan Jackson show, she'd have two guests on it. And you know, the two guests, I love how they answer. They say this is party politics, and both party is not new, it's not where the PNP say is any problem. Yes, it may sound bad and all of that, but that's the both party plan of attack each other, and that is the fact.
Dean Jackson Miller comment and attack make it.
Let me prove one point to you right now. I guarantee you right now, if you go over TVJ YouTube channel or TVJ TikTok right now, Cliff Hughes' statement about that have more views than Miss Dean Jackson Miller, two guests.
Right. No, Alvaro, you're right. You're right. And that's the issue. That is the issue. Because people are paying more attention to that than what's actually happening in their pocket.
Yeah.
Your gas bill, your light bill, every bill will be going up, period. Okay? Jamaica does not produce oil. You do not have oil. Do you understand that? Oil, Brent crude oil is over $100 a barrel. Your budget was budgeted for $60 a barrel, and you have no leverage. Jamaica has zero leverage. Do you understand? Zero leverage.
Now let me hear what Bobby's saying. Good night, Bobby.
Good night, sweetheart. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir.
The gentleman who just spoke seems to be a very rare individual he reads. Most of us don't read. So we take everything out of context. Let me start by saying, dog bite man is not news. Man bite dog sells newspapers.
Hi, Marcia.
So now, let's put this in context and forget politics and all the rest of it. The reality is that exacerbated by the war in the Middle East, everything is going to go up.
All around the world, yes.
What the government had bargained on is set by a certain level of expenditure. What is going to happen, and it started to happen already, is just that most people are too busy chasing sensationalism to notice. What is going to happen is that the average cost of living is going to send some people mad.
But hold on, Bobby. Hold on. In the last budget debate, Flavor get up in the parliament and said, we have enough reserves so it won't impact the Jamaica people.
I know, but Flavor also told you how to buy a Pro Box. It's not what them say, it's the source. No, here's what I'm telling you. The government is facing a crisis that is going to make them cry. They are going to do anything by any means necessary to distract us from the realities of what's coming down the pipe. The government's problem is the light at the end of the tunnel is an oncoming train. And you can lie to the Jamaican people. But when the Jamaican people get the impression that you think that they're a damn fool, you are in trouble. Years ago, at the height of Green Clerks and Bad Boy name and all of that, I told somebody that it is no problem when people cuss leaders like that. They will cuss them over domino, two shatter whites, whatever. The problem is when people start to laugh at the government. The people being angry is not a problem, you know. When they start to laugh, they take nothing you say seriously, even if it is serious. You're telling me that in a country that has people who have to decide whether they're sending the child to school because they can't feed them, because you had an institution that used to provide lunches and things for the children that they stole from, or when somebody tells you that the X amount of people are employed and numbered amounts them are windscreen wipers. That is what you call padding the box. On top of that, if you put windscreen wipers as employed people, you are justifying child labor. Look at the average price age of a windscreen wiper. The government has more problems than you can shake a stick at. Anything that will distract from that until they're buying time. Because if they're not buying time, too many people will notice that there's a hole in the bucket. And I saw this coming right after the swearing in of the new parliamentary year. If you didn't notice, people from the government side went out of their way to pay respects to Damien. They hit Damien where it hurts, in his ego. And he, unfortunately, played forward to the ball. And he's lucky he has not been caught behind as such. They figure that if they can play to his game to say, you know, you should be the leader, think about it. Somebody in a party that is not yours is trying to influence who leads yours.
When a
There was a
smart
time
man.
when they said Lisa Hanna should lead the PNP. And it never occurred to anybody that the Jamaica Labour Party has so many things on her. They would hold a celebration if that ever occurred.
Yeah, because I remember Marlon Morgan,
Yep.
no, no Marlon Morgan, Nesta Morgan say, oh, Lisa and a Madu man.
But there's more things behind that I'm not going to
No,
go
but you
down
know to talk
because
because them did talk it and have it on social media and bring up all her past husband and say, oh, she did mad, all she give her pick me and all kind of something.
the true story about her past husband came out. Anyhow.
Yeah.
No, but
Jamaican
Bobby's
problem.
totally right.
That's a
Bobby's
distraction
totally
they're
right, you know.
using.
Jamaica's
exactly.
problem amounts, give me a second, I'm coming right to you. Jamaica's problem amongst others is that we confuse history with his story.
Ah, thank
And
you.
if you stay long enough, the truth of what actually happened will be hidden under the fecal matter that is thrown by the government.
All right, hold 1 minute.
At
Hold 1 minute. Hold on,
my
man.
age and stage, I have an unfortunate affliction. It's called a good memory.
Ah, thank you, Bobby. Yep.
I remember when, God rest his soul, although I have doubt, but Edward Philip George Siaga said the following: "It is a waste of money. We can take that money and improve the existing roads."
Yep.
Then he got up and said, "I told Andrew to name it after me." That is barefaced hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And we stuck it up.
All right, hold on now. You have to hold on, Bobby, because I forgive everybody a chance on the platform. Let me go back from the
Yeah,
back.
man, no problem.
Excellent. What you have to say?
I'm agreeing. God is good. Didn't talk yet.
Okay. Footer.
Believe God is good. She's good. She's good.
Oh, God is good. I'm a company that a night time, man. God is good. I'm a company. Footer.
As I said, because this is my thing with it, Bobby, is that every week we've been seeing something coming out about the People's National Party and Mark and something. And Bobby raised a point. From the general election, them try to dictate to the People's National Party who is supposed to run the People's National Party.
Yes.
And that's supposed to speak volume for anybody. Why is it that they want to get rid of Mark Golding so bad?
Because Mark Golding reminds them of PJ Patterson.
There you go.
One by one. And I follow order. Hold on, Bobby. Bobby, it's not your turn. You have to wait till your turn. Alvaro.
Yeah, man. All I'm saying is that if you don't explain things, the average man who don't understand will never understand. Perfect example is the situation with Rada and Flight Queen. Flight Queen come here, they say, if you have certain amount, you need commercial, it's commercial. Anybody who have access to Rada app, go in there and look what commercial state. Nothing what Flying Green state in there. Who are going to adjust that for people? The average farmer don't know what that means like that, no. Them last, them want to take care of Flying Green state.
True.
Don't explain anything to people. Remember, say all people, you know, the only source of news or information is either TikTok or some social media. Because for somehow maybe media host them and the best selling news right now are the best thing will grab viewers or listeners' attention.
Yeah. I you know
like
so
come and tell you that if you're looking at hack, it's nothing of Flight Green. I say commercial is vague. It's a vague statement. You know, tell us if you have 5 cabbage tonight. And the police book you with 10 cabbage ID. He can confirm separate. When man we go along the road now, what him do? He just don't know if he operate. See a man having rather receipt. And police still almost like him up a St. Elizabeth. So you can't prove and get this stuff all when you have your ID. So when it is, you are going to be addressed. So we have to remember all of them things. That's all,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
May I take a short chop? But am I permitted to speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bobby, you can have my time.
Go ahead. Me try to put
Okay.
Tamika in a box. I don't know what I'm talking.
I have a bad habit of looking beyond the yarn. Do you know what part of this RADA thing is all about? The RADA thing is an attempt to create a more open source of revenue. I'm telling you, whether or not you pick it up, the traffic police should be made an arm of the revenue collection board. Because that's all they do. It's part of how the government forecasts where going get money from. Government collect money for a piece of legislation that was erroneous. How many people have received refunds? I go further. If RADA can limit the people who planted X amount of corn, X amount of banana, X amount of planting, etc., to make them hesitant to stick out them head, you soon will hear that we have to import it. And senior members of government have in the past benefited from this importation problem.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to frighten nobody, but I'm going to just talk it as it is. He who feeds you owns you.
Well said. Yeah.
Okay, all that 1 minute. Tamika, good night.
How
1
many
minute.
members of the
1 moment, Bobby.
administration
My
have fingers in the pie of revenue imports? Any of you who like red peas at some stage or the other contributed to do the Coke's in coffers? Because he had the importation for red peas.
Onion too.
Yes. And it is rumored, and I'm taking it very carefully here, that some of us could have gotten lead poisoning by consuming it.
Yeah.
All right, we don't know about
So-
all that. Hold on 1 minute. Let me invite. Good night, Tamika. Tamika?
Good night. Yes, Aunt Jen. Good night, Aunt Jen. Good night, everyone on the live.
Yeah, good night.
Good
Hello,
night.
Jamaica. You hearing me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, man.
I'm hearing you, Tamika. Go ahead. Vivian, good night.
Good night.
Go ahead, Tamika. She's gonna like,
I'm on.
yeah,
No, I'm saying that I'm a bit late with what is. I'm a bit late with. You hearing me?
yeah, man, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, we're hearing you. Yep.
You hear me, Aunt Jen?
Yeah, I'm hearing you,
Yep.
Tamika. Yeah, listen to
I'm
something.
saying I might be a bit late with coming to class, but please forgive me.
That's okay.
I didn't hear that, Aunt Jen.
I say, that's all right. If you listen to something at the back, you're confused. She not hear me well. I don't know what's going. Tamika, you hear me now?
Maybe she have flow internet I get problem.
Yeah, some problem are going.
Yes, Aunt Jen, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so we just randomly, we just attack politics and all. So what you have on your mind?
You're hearing me, Aunt Jen?
Yeah, man, me hearing you.
What I have on my mind is I just can't understand why everything just coming out one behind the other. For example, I hear the gentleman by Bob on your platform.
Yeah.
And we was talking about
Hi, Shaman.
registering with RADA.
Yeah.
But Jen, and first I must say there's a lot of people right now who want to come in to really
You have a feedback, Tamika. You play something in the
hold
background.
on. Like most of things you have to go through RADA and stuff like that. And then these are the same people. You don't have anything in my background, so me no know. You hearing me now?
Yeah, me hearing you, man, but me hear something in the back.
I don't know. Because me not have anything in my background. But I'm gonna move from where I am.
Yeah, cause we not hear you good. Kaya. Who is Kaya?
You
Me
hear
no
me
know.
much better now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
You hearing me much better now?
Me hearing you now. Is you not hear we back good?
No, as I'm saying. No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing when you say something. No, as I'm saying, there's a lot of Jamaicans right now. They are so much upset with what the government is saying that they have to go through RADA to start farming their backyard. And I think we need more clarity.
No, Fried Green came out and make a statement by saying it is not true.
But Auntie Jen, how do we know it's not true?
Let me see if I can find back his speech.
Yeah, but the thing is, but think about this, right? It's say I have a place down in the rural areas. You come and visit me, and I give you a bunch of stuff just for your use to go back, and they stop you. Are they going to look for a receipt? I wasn't selling it to you. I gave you stuff. That's the issue.
All right, so let me play Fried Green respond.
Jamaica, I can't serious thing when me I hear. I can't serious thing when me I hear for true. What you mean? Say, law pass, say, you have to sign up with RADA. You can plant little food and vegetable on your own a piece of land around your yard.
You see people that will tell a lie on the internet to get likes? I don't like them, I don't like them, I don't like them.
You hear him say?
There is no truth that you need to register with RADA to plant in your backyard. There is no truth that you need to register with RADA when you're getting things for your own personal consumption. Nothing of the sort. No law, no say so. No go so. A lie, them I tell. RADA is there if you are doing commercial transactions. If you are planting to sell. And clearly, it is only there to ensure that when the police stop you with commercial quantities, then you can prove that you are a real farmer. But if you're in your backyard planting to consume in your house, you don't need to register with RADA for that. In fact, we are encouraging that. We want more of you to plant in your backyard. That's why over 5,000 backyard garden kits we've given out. So you see, if you don't hear it from me, no listen to them when I'm telling nothing about agriculture. Just check me, I'm going to tell you what I want. Alright?
Auntie Jen, on that note, on that point, what is considered commercial goods?
Thank
right.
you. He never explained that. He never explained what is the quantity that would be commercial.
No, that's the issue that needs to be explained because you're going to have issues when. So supposedly, Auntie Jen, I have a place down. You come down and I give you, a whole bunch of bananas to go back, and that's just for your personal consumption, not for you to sell. So is that going to be an issue?
That's a good.
But you're missing the point. You go to the country, Jamaica is traditional. You go certain place, they give you so much dasheen, so much yam, so much cocoa, so much planting, so much. So you're telling me now that is commercial quantity. Carry this for your auntie. Carry this for your uncle.
Right,
Right,
because
right.
if you got a country and you're something you go here, say you might have to carry up this for 10 different people.
Yes.
Right, but what I'm saying, there's the description is very vague when they say commercial, and then they say you're traveling, and even when he say you're traveling for your personal use, that's very vague too. Cause you know, a stipulator said that 200 banana is personal use, and support and so right. So anything over that, so just coming out there and saying that something, they are
Footer, your sound low. Oh, your sound low.
eh?
Your sound low a while ago.
The lady run a restaurant and she said she got a country and buy her things them for and something right and carry it back, back. Right? For in a restaurant. And police stop her and something. Right? So she right? So you can't really say I like the people might tell her support, you know, you have to listen each individual situation and then you analyze it and see what it's something to get the truth behind it.
So you need to quantify this
it needs to quantify.
The law needs to quantify. The law needs to quantify what is personal and it needs to quantify what is commercial.
So why now try to regulate that? Why?
Well, I don't have a problem with them regulating it because we have petty larceny too high in Jamaica. Oh. So we need to, cause even in before the hurricane, they had this lady. She came out and she was showing her banana planting field where she plant how much banana. So they come through the night and chop off everything where they do.
But that's wicked. That's fair.
Right?
We should plant.
Yes, so I don't because you have to understand, you know, a lot of these people which part them farm is not which part them live. So sometimes which part of the farm they at night time down the dark. You know, like down there, a lot of these people are not going into high tech where they put on something there. Where them put light down there and put camera down there and so forth. A lot of these people them not have the funds to do them something there.
In attempting to stop ants, you burn down the house.
But I just think that the law could be implemented, but the law have to implement it with it have to be quantified for it to when they something implement it, so yes, that everybody would be clear and understand, right? Understand what is what. So you know, so when you go a country and you get 300 banana, you don't know, say no, I can't carry 300 banana. Can only carry 2 because the law say if I carry 2, 3, you can give me one receipt.
A foolishness that you know, a foolishness that you know what they should do if me go a country and one farmer give me something. There could be some booklet where they give them and them could assign a signature
right,
to say
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
No, but Antigen.
Yeah.
What they're saying that if it's a commercial farmer, the farmer could have write you. If it's a commercial farmer, they do farming. They're doing down there. They could write you, and you don't know that this is a commercial quantity, but it is a gift. So you write on the receipt say it's a gift and so forth. But if you're just doing it the personal way, something you have to have a personal quantity and a commercial quantity.
Do you know that?
So that well, Bobby, it's just like saying something. It's just that the law stated that you cannot analyze something, right?
You're going low again, Footer.
Yeah, what I said, just like the law saying that if you cannot analyze somebody. If you analyze somebody, you're going to be charged for something. But in the same time, the law stipulates and show you self-defense.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it shows if Bobby attack me, I have a right to defend myself. So if I defend myself and analyze Bobby, even though the law says someday I must not analyze nobody, it's showing me that it's self-defense, so they're not going to charge me.
Which could be
you get what I'm saying?
Anybody on the live know somebody named Kaya? Somebody know somebody named Kaya?
So
Anyone of you on the platform now who name
No,
K
no,
or
I
K,
don't
yeah?
know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me point out something to you again. Here's my problem. At my tender age, I have a good memory. Does anybody in here remember the AMC?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the movie theater.
Me know
No,
the
AMC
AMC.
was the Agricultural Marketing Corporation.
Yeah.
Corporation, yeah.
It did three things instantly. It gave a close by
Good night, Stephen.
outlet for farmers. You could buy at the
Stefan.
farm gate. So they never have to get that truck and come town. They
Agriculture,
divided the quality of produce that some could be exported and some could be sold in town. The other thing was that, yes.
Yeah, me know, man. Out of Spanish
They
town
were
already.
on
Yeah.
the basis they were going to create processing plants
Yes.
before they stopped it. Now, where are we? We're walking gingerly through fecal matter in downtown Kingston to access the biggest hub of ground provisions. And you're feeding that to your family?
Yep.
Alright, me gonna put a person in the box. You know why I'm not taking people I don't know? Sometimes some labor right come up in and cuss bad word and then something I mean, like the indiscipline on the platform. That's why sometimes I say I'm not really quick for put people in the box when I don't know them. So that's my reason. So
Where's Alvaro? Where's
You need to know
Alvaro?
who you're dealing with.
me have to know who
we
me
gotta-
deal.
where's
But anyway,
Alvaro? 'Cause
him
they
did
follow
beg me
him.
for come in the box and let me see where he gonna come here for I can say.
You gotta put the Kia.
Yeah. Me I put him in
The
that box.
person Kia.
Yeah, so I think me see where I come up I can
You
say.
put him. Good evening. First thing,
Yeah.
I'm not a disrespectful guy.
But I don't know. No, the problem is I don't know him because so many people are there with disrespect. So I mostly use who I know.
It's not you. It's not
I
you.
wanna
So you're
ask you a
speaking
question
and
before I
not.
go.
Yeah,
I want to ask you a question.
yeah.
There is a video one time with you interviewing a lady. You're the lady who said, like a cool, you sound like that lady. I love that video. Are you the person?
No.
You
I
sound
don't
like
think
her.
it is.
You sound like her, yeah. Anyway, I'm a PNP. My grandfather served. I won't call his name, but guess what? I have a point I want to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm wrong, maybe people can bash me. I'm a Jamaican, love my country. Most time I did 12 time a year. Alright? My thing is, there's a lot of things that Andrew government do that I don't appreciate. But I appreciate the crime fighting down there. 100%. What is going on now? People may not like me and bash me. But the truth is, I grew up in a Kingston. And there has to be a change. There has to be a change when the mother and uncle and sister and brother grieve over what I got to do. And because
You think a crime is as done as what you hear the reporting there? You know many crime not reported in the
no,
public.
we're not saying them statistics 100%.
Oh.
That's not what I'm saying. The thing in Jamaica changed because
Alright, but I'm going to tell you something about my platform. He's not a promoter of the Jamaica Labour Party.
no, I'm not promoting the Jamaica Labour Party.
Alright, so I'm going to tell you.
I'm
So I'm going
not.
to tell you, so I'm going to put everybody in my box.
All right. Well, I'm gonna respect you and says I'm out. I know, Mr. Gold. No, but on the candidate, hold on. But on this conversation of crime, they love how that what new measure has they put in? What new measures they implement to fight crime? Well, I don't know what measure they use. What?
So you're just listening to the report, and I'm trying to say to you, there's a lot of things that
not-
go on record that we don't hear. I'm telling you our experience.
May I put in 10 cents? This is my area of expertise.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Me too.
I have been in this situation for 40 odd years. I'm a major.
Yeah, but you're a major. Hold on, you're a major in the military. You never fight crime on the streets. I can speak to.
Yes, sir. I joined, my JCA number is 1165. There's no serving officer from the top to the down.
Sir, when you train at Port Royal and in Jamaica, them time that when you're an officer without a firearm, people respect you in those days.
No, sir, hold on. I want, you talk about the JCF. Military don't train at Port Royal. I train at Newcastle and abroad.
Newcastle and abroad,
But you didn't do police work, sir. So
I do more police work than some police.
But I'm saying to you, sir, as a Jamaican, I respect the brave men and women who join the Jamaican Council.
A lot of brave men and women, but there are a lot of scoundrels.
In
an attempt to enlarge the force.
Sir, all over the world. All over the world they have bad cops. But I'm saying,
hold on. Hold on, Kaya, come on, hold on.
So, hold on, Kaya, what is it? Hold on, let me ask Kaya, hold on 1 minute. Let me ask Kaya something. What is it you come up here to say?
No, I'm saying, thanks for saying that to me, miss. What I'm saying, I listen to the internet every day, and I hear everybody in Jamaica.
But were you listening to the conversation that we were having before you come up? Because you come up with a different conversation, cutting out our conversation.
Yeah, but I can speak. Yeah, I can comment on that too. On pre the last thing, I have that bad experience. I put in 48 bag, I put it to the lady, them teeth it. But we never get there. I know the only changes the government can do to pre the last is on the farmers them. Because most of them catch the guys then. I don't want to go that part. Them teeth fork out for me last week too. So, we don't have got on the part. I want to address the crime situation. As a Jamaican, I ask the guys to give me a fair chance. It's not about PNP or JP, because I am a PNP. And the whole world
you don't have to come and tell me, oh, you're
hold on a second.
You're cut out with conversation.
You know
I'm really
the
into your
figures of people
conversation.
killed by the gun are almost still the same. The only difference is who doing the killing.
All right, let me answer that again, sir.
Good point.
Sir, let me say this again, sir. A lot of people in
I think you were going to join the conversation that we were having, but you just come and change the conversation. I really like it.
Okay, miss, you know what? It's your thing, and just have a great day.
Yeah, man.
One love.
One love, yeah.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah.
Just before the lock off that segment, let me say something very quickly, then I'll be willing to shut up. When you add up the figures of the people unalived by the police force, and you add it to the people said to be unalived by criminals, it's almost the same amount of money. It's just that the figures don't go down, you know.
Yeah, but some of them is unreported.
Right,
Listen to me,
Bobby,
some of it is unreported.
Let me tell you why I am in this mood.
Hold on, Bobby. Some of it is unreported. Hold on, Bobby. Some of it is unreported. And I hear Peter Bunting came out last year and spoke about it. In my community.
I know that too.
In my community, where there's 2 instances. There's 2 instances where we know about. That is still up till today in a report over the year. Nobody not hear about it. So, and I hear people talking otherwise. So, why is it it is underreported and then we brag and boast about it is down? And we really want it down, and it's going to be good for everybody in the country. But there is something is missing.
Yes, but let me help you out. The other day, Sumfest, it was reported to me, and I sent them to where they should have sent the report, that people driving coming from Sumfest, heading to Montego Bay, were stopped in a road check. The conversation went like this, even so doing a road check. You have anything to declare? And the man said, yes, I'm a licensed firearm holder. And says, could you hand me the documents for the firearm? They had him the documents. Said, sir, could you make safe? Man, make safe. Can I have the weapon? Now, so far, that the officer have it through and you have to make certain that what the paper in front of him say correspond to the weapon in where you see.
Yeah.
So far. The man in possession of the weapon says, why you want my gun? Now, how I just explained it to you could have easily been explained to the firearm holder. That was not done. Man, them draw a gun on the firearm holder and said, give me that. Took him and put him in their vehicle. And then said to the firearm holder, this all costs you $150,000. Man said, for what? Just to get back this. Man say, what? Man say, I haven't done anything, all the papers are correct, everything is correct. Why are you doing that? He say, make it 100.
Corruption.
Now, I am
Hustle
telling
them a
you
hustle, man.
straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Then the police officer gave the firearm holder his number, his cell number, to contact him to make arrangements to pay. Give him back the gun, you know. But,
Wait, and give him personal cell phone number?
yes,
What?
and tell them, say, he must contact him because he have money for him. My son drives my vehicle every now and then, and I'm afraid when he goes out after dark, because it's a 5 series, and they will look on the car and come and say, it's the lunch money I come, man.
Some crooked cops.
So I'm just pointing out to you how deep it goes. I know of a case in Westmoreland where 2 gentlemen were unalived by police without a word. The police shot from inside the car. Call the man, talk to the man for 2 minutes. Where they wake up from? They came for somebody else, but he happened to be walking with that person. So they shoot him 16 times.
What? That's an overkill.
And when he dropped, they walked back over him and fired 2 9mm rounds in his neck back.
Overkill.
Chased down the guy they came for into a shop
I'll let you. Good night.
and shot him.
You just reached.
Shot him in his legs and then his back and kill him in front
Jamaica.
of the shop people.
Mm.
And I've been there telling people afterwards, "Uno no see nothing." You understand? Uno no see nothing.
Wow.
They took out the SIM card of the people's camera.
Yeah, me hear the story about them I take out people camera card.
Not realizing that the cameras these days are set up that it holds the thing in the
information,
cloud for a
But
month
if
and a half
you see
afterwards.
something, you must say something. That's the only way it's gonna stop. See something, say something.
But the people are afraid. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, people them
When a
afraid.
police officer comes to your place after something like that happened, search you as something supposed to be normal, and then say to you, remember, you not see nothing.
Right.
So
Bobby
that
is
is
right.
my answer to the people who feel that we have this under control.
But it's simple, Bobby. Think about it, right? If everything was down and everything was so great, for the people who live in that country, can you leave your grill door and grill open?
Nope. And I don't
Without
defend
fear.
criminals, you know, sir. Far
Okay.
from it. But I'm saying that justice must not only be done, it must have been appear to have been done and fully and manifestly so.
Right. Because the unaliving that they're doing, we still don't know the true culprit, right?
Somebody tell me that if you have a criminal record in this country and they look it up and say you come into some community, they ask no questions, them stalk you and kill you.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
but
what
that
they're
makes
doing.
no sense because
In
that's not
Jamaica?
getting to the root
Yes.
cause.
Yes.
The root
So
cause.
if you have a criminal record and you go to report, they make note there is something, right? That's what they're doing. They're just going
So
off
it's
for
like
the
a mark for that then. I saw?
yeah, it's just like an elimination.
It's like you go to jail and come back and them know so you come back in the area. You
You're
don't.
marked for that.
You know, say this me get on the plane.
We don't have any rehabilitative
Look here.
justice.
I'll know me and them in a cupboard. I just me get on the plane when me traveling. Look here.
Well, it's going to get worse now. JetBlue is bankrupt.
Right, so you will get just a water if you
I look here. I know one here. I look while me look. Me carry. I tell you, grandpa them know none of them never want them. Look here.
At least you get something you can't come for.
No, where they give. We're going to try now.
You see the other thing that I find interesting?
Mm.
In Parliament,
A lot of them are going with
No,
it. A lot of
them
them
not
going
going with the gun. Since when?
A lot of them going on with
you know what is happening? You have some people feel they're omnipotent.
Hold on,
And
Bobby.
they haven't learned that who feels it knows it.
Bobby, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, man.
If a shooting happened in an area where police reside, should the police come out with an M16 in them hand?
No.
Okay then.
And
There's
excellent.
something called baiting up yourself, I think called overkill.
No man, everybody know everybody the M16 police have they serve him have a service pistol on him waist, him a theme pistol in a theme waist, on him hip in a theme waist, and the man have a M16 out there. I walk
So
upon
who
him
gave him a keep and carry on the M16?
I don't know, so I don't know,
to
say,
your point,
well, I don't
right?
use the word pipe here because I don't know, say, the channel, they don't really want you to call the
Yeah,
weapon
they
thing.
don't like the word, the G word.
Yes,
But excellent, to your point,
yes, Fergie Mellison.
there's certain, how can I put it? There's certain leaders of certain gangs that I think the police know who they are, but they will never touch them. Because the police themselves will be pie-pie.
Oh, so basically dumping no who for frighten, that's what you're saying.
Oh, there you go.
I can go one better. There and I go across the entire board. There is no representative in Gordon House as we speak who has been duly elected, who could be elected if they didn't know who the miscreants in their constituency were.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well said. Well said.
So don't tell me about you don't know this and you're not involved in that. You damn well know that come in your office and say we need some rounds in a boss. You don't give them, but you know who want it.
Who wants it, right? Thank you, Bobby. Thank
But
you.
Jamaica seem like it's a never-ending cycle of the same crap over and over again. Nothing not change.
Nothing not change.
It's
Nothing not change. Excellent. Nothing not
It doesn't
change.
matter nothing not change. It's about the leadership. If you have the leadership that want to change Jamaica can be changed.
Right.
And legislation will always come to the fore, and that is why they fear Mark Golding.
That's why they fear Mark
Best
Golding.
legislator in this parliament is
Mark Golding is one of the best legislators.
Because excellent, just to explain to excellent real quick, right? Mark Golding wasn't brought up in
Don't know
politics,
about that, Raymond.
Nope.
right? So he's not about this tribal warfare. And I'm just going to go a step further. Some people may not like it, but this tribal warfare began in the 70s when Siaga ran to the CIA and to basically,
Fire for
denigrate.
fire, blood for blood.
Oh, okay, thank you, Bobby. You said it. So it started with him, and from there it just continued. Because think about it, excellent. Am I going to sit here and let you bring your guns and people in to denigrate my people, and I'm just going to sit here and just be silent? That's not who we are.
But Fergie,
Thank you, Richard.
to be honest, that is one of the blemish that I put against Michael Mann leadership. Because here happened, when it first noted that it started happening, what he should have done is cancel the election, shut down the country, right? And when he started,
so bad for the come on, you and I know.
No, but here happened. It would have looked bad on his part, but at the same time, you'd have a safer Jamaica today.
No, hold on. Again, back to history, not his story.
Right.
Let us be balanced and fair. The war in West Kingston with Siaga had Dudley Thompson on the other side.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Burning Spear.
Right.
And Burning Spear was in a world war. And he knew how war and tactics went.
Went. There
Yaga
you
had
go.
the CIA, the burning spear, had his experience, and he used links further with Cuba to enhance what he wanted.
Right.
I'm going to
You
tell you
got
what is
Dudley
very
this is what-
interesting. Claude Massop.
But what I'm saying, Bobby, what I'm saying, Michael Manley was a government. He was the leader of the country at the time.
Yes.
And all he do was just sign order state of emergency, shut down everything, and release the military out. Give the military a command that they want to clean up everything where I come in. They want to find out everything.
But remember, he did that. But remember now, Footer, you have to think about this, right? Back then, right? Siaga and the CIA held food back in the country.
Do you
so
know
they made
that,
the country hungry.
Do you know that what happened in Jamaica had a blueprint in Chile?
Good.
It was the same game them run in Chile. I tell you better than that. There was an election in South America. I don't want to call a name of a country lest I be wrong. But that, if the sounds familiar, votes were being counted. They had a power cut. And then votes were accelerated.
Accelerated, yep.
Do you know who was serving in that country when it happened? The same Israeli company that's down here now. I know there would be silence.
And I was a young youth, Bobby. My parents taught me all these things.
All right, let me we have 5 minutes before. One moment. We have 5 minutes before we close. Let me give Mr. Richards a say. Good night, Richard.
Good night, Mr. Bobby.
Yes, sir.
Let me single you out. You. And you know where we're coming from. We met at South Camp Road the other day. South Camp Road at the car wash there. This is the same person from Monday. Yeah.
All
know where I come from. And we know what took place back in the 60s, see? And Mr. Manley, he could have done more. Right? God bless Mr. Thompson. And remember the another man that they were afraid of. You remember this name, Rhyme again? Remember that man name?
Yeah. Everyone remembered. Yep.
All right. Yep. They were so afraid of Rhyme again that they had to eliminate him. But Mr. Manley did what he could do. Mr. Thompson was there, and it was history. But again, I want to give you a piece of history, serious thing. I don't want for you to say this. I was living in St. Thomas at the time, young, and beside your place, Mr. Bobby, right? Young, and I tell you about Mr. Sanders and everybody.
Yep.
And there was a plane that landed on a place named Surge Island. You heard? Surge Island. Listen, Mr. I tell you, there's an officer named Stitch Martin. I can call him name Mr. Martin. All right. When Aaron was the person who was gonna run in the Western St. Thomas region, and there's a man named Lance, who is deceased now. When they pick up things at the plane up at Surge Island, it was 7 boxes. Yeah? And each of the boxes have 6 something in it. When Mr. Martin get win night and go, the people they move it already with that blue F-150. When you go to a place named Dwayne the Pen, right? Martin, they move it. And you know it went? It went to Aaron's home in Kingston.
Stony Hill.
All right, so you look at history. I'm going to say it was a dangerous. What is happening in this country now? It began in those era, back in the days when they wanted to take power. So we look at things like Mr. Bobby.
Let me help your mind backwards. Claude Massop sent to Edward Philip George Siaga, how long have you been here and nothing no get better? And said that is where Siaga stick that said, all of a sudden everybody wants to be a Don. That's where that came from.
I will know what I understand.
Claude tell him. Yeah, Claude tell him that he will run as an independent, and we see who run down here. Shortly after that, they killed Claude with his hands in the air.
There you go.
Right in industrial terrace, right?
Yes, sir. Coming from Cayman Park. Yeah. Do you know that the evening tide fire?
On a brain, good man, on a member stories.
In closing, Auntie.
Yeah.
My last statement in closing, Auntie. The government In the US today, what I heard on the news is that the whole Iran versus America, right? So wait, so Iran telling America, you can't hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah,
you.
man.
Iran telling America is an eye for your eye. But guess what America said? It's an eye for your head. It's who big and better than the next one. You hear them a go? Eye for eye, no, and an eye for head, an eye for head. So America wants to seem like them bigger and better than the whole every rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you this much. If Donald Trump feels he's bad, tell him to fly that plane him get from the other place. Anywhere near the Middle East.
No man, him smart, you know. I tell you, as much as you know one, Mr. Redhead smart. Mr. Redhead send a plane gonna make for him own people then for fix it. So if anything did set up trap in it, him
Will I tell you something? Somebody tell me something the other day and I laughed for about half a day. Him say you want to soak up Trump? 1, trim him head. 2, ignore him. He can't live out that.
Mr. Bobby,
True.
look at the year one.
alright, so I'm get to hold on. So I'm gonna take closing remark. You come on late, Richard, cause you don't know my style already. Me not go late, you know, cause me all and me have to sleep and repair my cell them at night time. So me can set up late. So me so me gonna take on a one by one and go on a closing remark. So me gonna start with Footer. Give your closing remark.
My thing is I say to the people that until these vice don't have authenticate, I don't think that you're supposed to be giving them big public statute. Because the more you talk about it, the more you're gonna get traction.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
And the thing with it is that every week so far we see where different things are leaked. We see where it was first leaked that Damon was going to challenge Mark Golding.
Yeah.
We saw where there was campaign organization where you had go for Golding and forward with Crawford and who was going to go with Golding, who was going to go with Crawford, who is in the middle and this and that and so forth.
Yeah.
And then this week we say, and then next week you're going to say something different again. So I would just say the focus that we're supposed to have is on what is affecting the country.
Mm-hmm. That's
what is affecting the country and the state of the economy. Jamaica is $22 billion shortfall in the budget collection.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica has 12.5% less some of the project spending, right? So Jamaica is in a serious economical crisis right now.
Sure.
And that is where we need to focus. The budget was something allocated for $60 per barrel for oil. Oil is almost $110 per barrel.
Wow.
That is almost double the price.
Yeah.
So we are going to have to find twice the amount of money to buy oil. The government have to bail out Petrojam, right? So we have to focus on these things, the things that affect the country.
But
Bobby, note that don't have no authentication about it.
But Bobby, we're not supposed to have a problem if we not raise the oil because Flavor said it will not impact us as Jamaicans.
So where Jamaica buy the oil?
Say that the crisis financially will be good for us.
Exactly. The recession.
Yes,
in 2008 never go affect. In fact, we are going to benefit from it.
Oh.
That was his word.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Footer. Fergie, your closing remark.
I agree with everything Footer said. I mean, let's be honest here, right? You have to think about what's hitting you on the ground. I'm speaking from someone who doesn't live there, but I could take it from me. Sitting here in the U.S., it's going to hit me. What's going to happen? What's been happening in the Middle East? It's just that simple. It's simple. And if it's hitting me in the U.S., it's going to be hitting you even harder.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not be foolish. Jamaica is not immune. You don't have your own resources. You have to import everything and anything from across the globe. And I just want to say to Bobby, thank you. And I'm not aging Bobby. I don't know Bobby's age, but he sounds like he would be in my parents' and my auntie's age, right? And thank you, Bobby, because you brought context to what happened in history to what it is now.
Yeah.
And this is what is missing, and this is what we need to hear from, right? We need to hear from these folks that they were mature in those era of the 70s, the 80s, and they can tell us context, right? Versus what these vloggers are trying to perpetuate when they don't even know the truth or the context in which it happened. So thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much.
All right.
Most welcome.
Yeah. God is good. God is good. She gonna sleep, although she have me company at night time.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what me have to say now to the PNP them now, just don't lose focus now because all of this vice note and thing to me is distraction.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Amen.
All right.
There's so much things that go on in the Labour Party with them I try to hide. You understand what I mean? So nobody lose focus and I attack no one and them something. You understand, Miss Jen?
Yeah.
That's all me have to say because trust me, the country now run good.
Thank you. Bobby.
You understand?
Yes, I'm happy that I was able to pass on some information because I am at a stage where everybody is complaining about the leaves on the ground. I know who planted the tree and I watched who watered it. So it is a situation where not politics, just facts. There's a reason it's called the People's National Party. Because the party from inception has always looked out for the good of the common man.
Exactly.
What we need to understand is that distraction is not a new thing to the current government.
Yeah.
And let me just put this, and you can use it for another talk and another time. What is happening is that the Integrity Commission is creating nightmares for people. Because look at the point spread between the government and the People's National Party in Parliament. And if a lot of what is going on through the IC comes fully to light, their majority is gone.
Gone. But let me know that before election, a badism, them a take for carry
So
on.
I am just simply saying,
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of any distraction. You know, I don't mention a word about now.
Yeah, well,
voice
somebody
note
come
and
up
all
and I wouldn't talk about the vice. I mean, last night we talked about it and said we never gonna talk about it. I never know how it start out.
I'm the one, Auntie.
Oh yeah, you asked it, yeah.
Anybody who went take them on, take it on in your own space.
Yeah.
My thing is, I heard somebody say something earlier. They're not the government. What them think say or do can't affect you one way or the other.
Yeah.
I need to know who was elected to do the duty, the job. The word minister, freely translated, means servant.
Definitely.
We need to forget that they are supposed to be rulers. They're not. They are our servants.
Yeah.
And every 5 years, they're supposed to have a job review.
True. Thank you for that, Bobby. Richard. Richard?
Yeah, I was saying, I won't dive too much in this vice note because there's a big issue with the Amber Group and what is happening. We will start to collect money on behalf of the government and people data and people.
Yeah. We were talking about it at the beginning of the program. Yeah, so true.
Yeah, people the information has been stored in India. And that is more dangerous than anything else. And we need to look into that because it will affect almost maybe quarter of Jamaica. I want to finish with that company. Because that company is a company that has big ties with an important Israeli company. I can't go further than 40% stake in a big Israeli company. I will know what they're about.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful. Open more eyes, continue to preach what we want to preach and tell us. And come with facts at all time. Come with facts. Come with facts at all time. When you come to the platform, make sure you have the facts. We can't find and say, well, this is, you don't have to give them, but you can go there and see because it makes sense you try to win an argument with false narrative.
Yeah, man, we deal with facts over here, so we not do them the foolish.
Well, I'm saying, no, man, we employ all Jamaicans.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We know what you
And
mean.
because sometimes a little child will come to you and say something and run my rubbish him when I say. But an idea that little child prove him the right thing, right?
Jackson.
So this is what we know. We are trying to educate people, teach them, and expose things to them, and they're not willing to learn. But when they come on them doorstep, they will realize what we're talking about all along.
Yeah.
So I will land here,
All right. Thanks
because
a lot, guys.
A good listener is a good learner.
Yeah.
And that's
True.
and they're willing to listen.
Yeah. All right. Thanks to everyone. Thanks for the panel tonight. Thanks each and everyone that take time out to be here. I really deem it as a great privilege and an honor to have you on. And I'm looking forward for a great discussion at another time. Have yourself a great night. And I am your girl, Auntie Jen, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Night, Jen. Take care.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah, man.
Don't make them run up your blood pressure.
Then can't run up mine, man. All right.
God bless you, Auntie.
Yeah, bye. Over YouTube, enough love. Oh, Letty, you didn't say you reach. Okay, all right. We message me on the WhatsApp. We talk tomorrow. Go get yourself rest. All right. Bye, everybody. Love you. Good night. Bye.